You suck. We wanna talk about sex, but we're not allowed. Well, you may not like me, but you better lay down, 'cause it's your turn now.
Now what's on your nasty old mind?
So how should I begin this? I guess it started when you were with him, and how he never even took you out to dance. But did he fuck with any rhythm? But now he's playing with your head. But did he ever make you come? And did he ever make you cry? Do the wires in your mind get sewn together, rubbed and severed by the heat? And you don't know how long I can stare into your picture and wish that it was me. I guess it's different 'cause you love him, but I've got an interactive, sick and twisted imagination, and that's gotta count for something.
We wanna talk about sex, but we're not allowed. Well, you may not like me, but you better lay down, 'cause it's your turn now. Get your face between my thighs.
Dreamt of standing in your doorstep, licking sweat off of your forehead, with your finger in my mouth, and the sound when leather jackets hit the ground. You should hear when you're not around, when it's just us horny poets who can't wait to write it down. Swear we were only being honest. Do you like these little sonnets? 'Cause I wrote them just for you. How quickly they turn sour, so be careful who you screw. Never call. And I'm starting to suspect you don't intend to do anything you say at all.
We wanna talk about sex, but we're not allowed. Well, you may not like me, but you better lay down, 'cause it's your turn now.
Now what's on your nasty old mind?
By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind.
Here she comes walking down the street, Maddie Klein and her fabulous loving machine. In the place where I used to be, he almost looks like a human being. And here she comes walking down the street, Maddie Klein sure loves her little loving machine. But sometimes he holds her hand too tight. Ooh, but that's alright, 'cause he'll never leave. No, he'll never leave. But will he ever pull her hair like she likes? No, but that's alright. Maddie Klein and her fabulous love machine. And there they go, walking up the street. She'll take him home, shut him down, then she'll go to sleep. And that's just the way that it's got to be. She can't get him wet or he'll overheat. And who really cares about a little rust? If Maddie Klein's got herself a little boy she can trust. And sometimes she misses the flesh and bone. They only want to screw her and leave her alone. But he'll never leave.
A girl is right to assume her date will perform little acts of courtesy which are his privilege. If you are smart, will allow him to open doors and hold chairs. Don't barge on him. He'll get attention all right, but it won't be favorable. It is correct to pause and let him know you expect him to act like a gentleman. He'll love it, think you're a lady, and in return, flatter his master.
Everybody floating in midair. But you don't ever notice or you don't care, or both. And when they take off all their clothes, we're still not close enough. But I was bound was all in my mind. It was all in my mind to begin with. It was all in my mind. It was all in my mind to begin with. Bent over and knowing that it was the last time. You know the end is near, but she only lets you fuck out there. When she finally came, even though she faked it, it was much appreciated. At least she had the decency try to make it sound that she thought I liked. But it's alright, cause it was all in my mind. Cause it was all in my mind to begin with. Cause it was all in my mind. Cause it was all in my mind to begin with. Point out your tongue at someone slide to the right. Now tell me once again how I was a really great guy. Now dip to the right. Now shimmy to the left. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't answer my text. Now take a step back and take a couple more. Now one more sorry look before you walk out that door. Arch your back when you spend the night with him. Bounce around a while, never talk to me again. That's how you do the act like you never met me. So do the act like you never met me. Do the act like you never met me. And slowly walk away. Are you sick of me? Would you like to be? I'm trying to tell you something. Something that I already said. You like the pretty boy with the pretty voice who's trying to sell you something. Something that you already have. But if you're too drunk to drive and the music is right, she might let you stay, but just for the night. And if she grabs for your hair and drags you along, she might wanna kiss before the end of the song. Because love can burn like a cigarette and leave you with nothing. And leave you with nothing. While the others talk, we were listening to lovers rock in her bedroom, in her bedroom. And if you start to kiss, and the record skips, flip it over and sit a little closer. But if you're too drunk to drive and the music is right, she might let you stay, but just for the night. And if she grabs for your hair and drags you along, she might wanna kiss before the end of the song. Because love can burn like a cigarette and leave you with nothing. And leave you with nothing.
Now, how many minutes?
Very few.
But you offered me a kiss. Why?
Such a foolish reason, I'm afraid. I just wanted to kiss you.
Like a cigarette. that's not something you can teach. What seems so blue in the sunlight, by the night was a pale green. And I tried to hold her, but it didn't really last long. She's getting older, I guess she's gotta cut her blue hair off. She asked me if she was pretty. Well, it's clear that the girl's a fraud. There's really no way of winning if in their eyes you'll always be a dumb blonde. And she cried over nothing, so there was nothing I could do to stop her from cutting her beautiful blue hair off. It looked like cotton candy, and just as quick to get licked away. Last I heard, she was living with a boy who acts his age. And I guess